In The Hague, Netherlands, is the International Court of Justice, the world's highest court in the global law of the land. It's similar to what the Supreme Court is to the U.S.
The purpose of the International Court of Justice is to adjudicate problems between states and also to create law that will then result in there being less confrontations among states in the future.
According to ICJ court documents, Ukraine filed a case against Russia after Russia invaded in late February. Documents say Ukraine argues that Moscow's justification for the invasion was that the Russians were acting to prevent genocide in eastern Ukraine. Ukraine says these claims are false and unfounded. And in a recent 13-2 vote, the ICJ sided with Ukraine and ordered Russia to immediately halt their military operations in Ukraine, saying it was profoundly concerned by Moscow's use of force. But even with this ruling, Todd Belt, the political management director at George Washington University, explains the ICJ lacks enforcement on making sure states comply with the ICJ rulings.
About 3/4 of their judgments have resulted in people complying with the results, which is really where the weak set of things are on, which is really where the weak thread is in international relations, is that it has to be voluntary, that people will volunteer. And we may remember in 1986, when Nicaragua sued the United States in the International Court of Justice for mining the harbors there, the United States just ignored the ICJ's judgment. So states can ignore them.
And in this case, experts believe Russia will ignore the ICJ's orders. In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp reporting.
The court regrets the non